hope you watched the last episode, how to prepare for a tournament like a professional chess player. Lilit Mkrtchian is, let's step a little bit back. You are one day before or 2 days before the European Championship. How long before should you actually take to arrive at a tournament? Does it even matter? Can you go at the same day in the morning, or should you arrive one day earlier, or even a couple of days to acclimate to feel the, I don't know what the word is in English.
Yes, I understand you, and everyone understands
Thank
what you want to say. Yes, yes. Hi again, Arne, by the way. Yes, so I prefer one day before, Arne, to go to the tournament, because, this all traveling, to go, it takes energy anyway.
Yes.
You are getting tired.
Yes,
You are getting tired, and of course, one day before, it's very important. It's very important to come to sleep in your already new bed, in the hotel, to get used. It's for me, it's very important. It's very important, because just to come in the same day and just to play chess, it's difficult. It's difficult.
Sure. Yeah, I can understand.
It's difficult to play when you are tired, So
yeah.
one day before. That's why almost all tournaments, they have arriving day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the next day is the round one.
Yes. Yeah. How does it affect you? What happens if you can sleep terribly? I don't know. There's a mosquito in the room, or it's too hot, it's too cold, something is not working, you have different thoughts. How can you still go like, okay, that was a rough night, but now it's time to play? Or does this affect you a lot? Something like that.
It's affect, yes, it's affect, but anyway, I must play.
Yeah.
And I'm, for example, I'm drinking a lot of coffee. What to do, No, and Arne, when during the tournament, it's interesting. I'm very concentrated, and of course, when in daily life, when I don't sleep well, I'm like whole day without energy, without good mood maybe. But during the tournaments, when I'm very concentrated, I'm more, I have more energy, how to say, in such, I mean, to
adrenaline too, maybe.
To afford, these situations to overcome, I'm overcoming better. Better.
I guess, you also get like a rhythm. You've played a lot of tournaments already in your chess life. You started at the very early age, and when you were under 10 years even, so you know all the chess, and then you get used to like focus on the game. Yeah, so probably training or playing more tournaments can prepare you for things like that. Now,
for sure.
When you're in the hotel room, of course, you gotta have your laptop or MacBook or whatever to analyze. And then I assume it was exactly like this. You arrived at the European Championship. In which country was it actually? I forgot. I'm sorry.
It was in Prague.
In Prague, yes, thank you.
In Prague, very nice city.
How could I forget? Yes, yeah. Have you ever been there before? Probably.
No,
really.
Really. It was my first time.
Nice. Now, you arrive at the tournament, and then you see who you are playing against the next day. What is your next step?
Yes, it's of course it's the most important to to know the opening and the opponent, and and go quick to the room and to
Yeah, is this like this? So you see it, and then you go to the room quickly and go like, okay, how many do you take hours to prepare, or 15 minutes, or how long do you prepare then?
depends. Of course, it depends. But you know, as Arne, as the main hard work I'm doing before the tournaments,
Yeah.
that's why it usually it takes not so long. You know, not so
understand,
long
yeah.
to prepare exactly. You know, maybe maximum 1 hour. Maximum 1
Nice.
hour.
Excellent. Yeah. So, yeah, very, very, very important first lesson. If you haven't watched it before, if you just started this lesson, I highly advise. Lilit is showing the exact steps on how to actually, yeah, prepare for chess for every situation all the time to almost make it a hobby to, yeah, prepare the repertoire and the opening, because then you probably are a bit less anxious in the tournament after all, because you know this stuff already all the months and years even before like that. Now your first opponent was wait, I wrote her down, there we have it, Filipa Fortuna Pipiras. Beautiful name. She's from
Yes,
Portugal.
and she's a very nice person and
Yeah.
girl, also from Portugal, first born of Portugal, 17 years old.
So
After that,
young.
you know, she was with her mother in Prague, and after our game we spoke, and during whole tournament we were in touch with her
that's so
mother
cute.
also. It was very nice. Yes,
That
very
is nice.
girl also. So yes, and
So-
the game was interesting.
The game was very interesting, and I would like to take a look at it now. But for now, I want to ask you the question. Okay, so she had a rating of 220 points less than you, but that's over 2,100, and she's 17 years. So this is where I personally get scared, because I know those youngsters, or everybody who's like in their 20s or far less than 20 years old and has a high rating already, you can assume they even are playing stronger. So how do you play against a young talent like this? Do you have like any special tip for everybody who's watching, how to play against very young, maybe talented players?
Yes, Arne,
Okay.
you are completely right.
Okay.
They are very dangerous. They are very dangerous because they are ambitious. They have a lot of energy. They want to win against you, and also interesting to play against them. You know, because
Yeah.
I know that it will be a big fight, and I will enjoy it also. But generally. Such tip that would help our viewers against youngers.
Not really.
I don't have.
Sure.
But I can tell that it would be interesting for sure, because they are fighting, you know, they are fighters, they are fighting until the end, so everyone will enjoy. So
Okay, that's a great idea, of course, to how to approach this. This is going to be a fun match, which is, of course,
yes.
because if you're having fun, that's already a nice mindset you have to going into the tournament. So you already gave us big advice after that. So let us take a look. Let's just imagine you're in your hotel room and you know you're playing against Pipiras. So you probably open the Megadatabase, I assume. Let's share the screen
go.
and
let me
let's take a
share
look.
my screen. Yes, and I will go again step by step, and I will show you how I am preparing. Okay, this is my chess base. So, of course, Megadatabase.
Yeah.
First of all, then okay, I know already my opponent right here.
Yes. So normally you just search in the filter list, but
so I go to search, of course. Then so I am writing here, of course, her
important
name.
and interesting. So I have to mention this, of course, because you're using the shortcut Control F, I assume, right?
Arne, I'm going just to search. No,
Just
and I'm writing her
below.
name. Yes,
Perfect.
Here,
Easy as
just
that.
to go here, just look here, search, and I'm writing her name.
There we go.
I know already my name, my opponent's name. Okay.
Perfect. So I did it all the way. All my life I did it a bit more complicated. So I'm very happy you're.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't think about me. It's okay. So you're entering her name.
I'm entering her name, and already look, I have already her. Pipiras, Filipa. So now, okay, I was playing against her with black. So what I'm doing now, it's very also important feature during the preparation.
Yeah.
Look, here we have above prepare against white and prepare against black. So this feature is very, very helpful.
Okay.
Very helpful. So now I will do, of course, prepare against white because she's white, right?
Yeah.
So let me do now. Now let's see, in some seconds already I have her all
She played
games.
so many games already, and she's so young. My goodness.
Yes.
Lucky for us.
But it's good that she has many games, you know,
Exactly,
Arne, because it helps us to prepare, you know.
Exactly. So she's
Yes.
she's a D4 player, interestingly, but
She's a D4 player, but
Okay,
also
let me-
she has E4. But
Yeah.
when we see to E4 2017,
she changed.
yes, so we have already idea, right? So she played in her when she was very young, E4. Then she already came to switch to D4.
Does this give you any insight? Does this automatically mean? Okay, you normally say like D4 is a bit more closed, but
Yes.
she's more into a positional game, maybe, or
She is mostly D4 player. It was for sure. It was clear for me.
Sure.
And let's flip the board because we are black.
Sure. Okay.
I was sure that, okay, because recently she's playing only D4, that she would start the game with D4. Let's go. So D4. And after D4, my main openings against D4, either Queen's Gambit or Nimzo Indian and Queen's Indian. So I'm checking both of them. Knight F6. C4, E6. Here she plays knight C3 and knight F3, so she can play both of these. I'm checking like this her games, and I'm coming to the conclusion what can I play against her.
Yes.
But exactly in this game, it's interesting. I decided because against D4, as I said, my main openings are Queen's Gambit and the Nimzo Indian, but also I play, sometimes recently I played also E6.
Okay.
The idea is, and after C4 to play B6 here.
Oh, okay.
This is quite interesting to try to a little bit surprise.
And I see the game already. How awesome is that? Nice.
You see, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, that exactly because I have a big file with this opening with E6 and B6. I prepared this already some years ago. Even I played E6, B6 5 games. I think I have.
Gotcha.
And I checked checked my variations, and I thought, okay, this would be an interesting idea because it's not easy nowadays to find anything serious against this system. And also what I was hoping that she would not be familiar, let's say, familiar with the details of this structure.
Certainly, yeah.
Yes, and I was right. I was
That's
right
so
because
cool.
Yes, I was right, and I checked before my game. I went, of course, to my that file. I will show you like open. Here my chess. Okay, my openings, and here I have this file. I opened it. It's quite big. It's with all details, and just I opened my files.
That's so cool.
I repeated my variations and I went to the game.
Wow.
So,
I'm jealous that you have, but you've been, this is, I almost have to say this is lots of value. You've worked on your these huge opening folders for years and years. You've implemented it perfectly for yourself. So that's a lot of value you have there. My goodness. Nice.
Yes, Arne, it's very important. For example, let's go to the game and I will show you
Yes.
what happened in the game, okay?
I'm
And of
curious.
course, when I decided this system also, I mean, I spoke with my coach also, so, and we discussed also, so, and we decided that, okay, this is a good idea to play this, exactly this stuff against my young opponent. Yes, also that, I was thinking, and this was very important to surprise a little bit.
Sure.
To surprise.
Sure.
And let's see
dive
what
right
happened.
in. Yeah.
Let's see what happened. This is our game. I played d4, e6, c4, b6, and
Yep.
already here my opponent started to think.
That's a good sign for you.
That's
I guess,
a good
yeah.
sign. That's a good sign. And I could feel that, okay, this was a surprise. She's not maybe that familiar with this stuff. And if you are not familiar, it's not easy. She played knight c3, bishop b7, all this stuff I had already in my file. And I could guess, that she could go to this line also. Because this is one of the main lines, And here, if you don't know, queen h4 move can be, a little bit unpleasant. And I played queen h4. Arne, just imagine this situation. I'm playing quite fast because I knew. And she's thinking, she's taking her time. I'm saving my time. She's losing her time. I'm saving my energy. She's getting more tired.
Nice.
And
yeah.
this gives a really, and I'm confident because I checked all this stuff with ChessBase, with the latest games, with the engines. So I'm confident that black is quite okay here.
Nice.
And my opponent, she's not confident at all because I'm blitzing out the moves. And she knows that I'm in book. All this stuff is very, very important.
For psychology too, yeah.
Yes, for sure. Until this moment, bishop d3, bishop c3, f5, until all this stuff I knew, she played g3, queen h5. All moves are very logical. She's playing quite well. But what is my advantage? That she is losing her time.
Yes.
And it's obvious that one point she will be in time trouble. And we know that in time trouble, everything can happen.
Exactly. And that's already a huge, that can make the difference. Even if she plays well, she has to find the right moves. And this is for all your advantage, for the middle game, for a critical situation, for the end game, of course. Yeah, nice.
Exactly. And here I'm still in book.
Still in book, my God.
I am still in book after d6. Okay, after d6, I was remembering, that in my file it was written d6 and unclear.
Yes. By the way, I'm just noticing right now, just like Regina Pokorna in the series How to Analyze Like a Professional Chess Player, we have it in the German show, she's also not using board coordinates just like you, because of course you all have it hardcore in your head. You know every single move on the board, where to move it and the letter and the number, where I have to think every single time from a new, okay, wait, this is, okay, we're on the black side, so which spot, which square is which, what is e4, what is d4, and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, that's, so you just...
We are already used, Arne.
That's totally fine, yeah.
And Arne, also, of course, in my files, when I'm creating files, I'm using, of course, a lot, these marks. For example, in my file, it was written after d6. I had this, this that it's unclear. For example, after queen c2, queen h4, interesting move.
Yes.
After bishop d3, bishop c3, again interesting move or even strong move. I am using more. There are players that they are using more words, and I'm using more these marks.
Yeah, understandable. Totally
I'm using words also, but not often. Not often. Mostly, I'm using this stuff.
Nice.
I'm doing also, for example, if I like one idea in my analysis.
Yeah.
So, for example, bishop c3. I like this. That now we are giving this bishop, right? If I like the idea, I'm also doing like this, insert diagram.
All right.
And that, it's just when I'm opening the file, immediately this diagram is
pops
coming.
up, and then this was a part of the game which was significant. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice. And when did it fall apart for her? Which was the move where...
Yes. So until d6, I knew, and she played very logical move, knight e2. And here, she wants to play knight f4, attacking my queen and attacking e6 pawn. That's why e5. I thought, this should be played e5, stopping this knight f4 stuff. Castle, very logical move. And knight d7. I mean, all these moves are very, very logical from both sides. But the difference was that I spent 10 minutes and my opponent, maybe 5 minutes even. And my opponent spent, already maybe 40 minutes or even more.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. And I was confident, that I knew that this position is complicated. It's playable for black. And she was not confident. And exactly in this position, Arne, my opponent went, Filipa went wrong. Filipa went wrong. This is, by the way, critical moment. This is critical moment, really. If white doesn't find the only idea in this position, black is just better. And the only idea is here, because I want as black just to develop my pieces, just some knight f6, either short castle or long castle, and I'm completely okay as black. The problem now for me as black that my king is still
a bit vulnerable.
Yes, and in the center, only this problem what I have. So I need as black, I need only time to develop my pieces, and after that I'm just better. My position is just better. That's why here this is critical moment. Arne, even I created this position as an exercise for my students.
Oh, really? How cool!
Yes. As now I'm giving also lessons.
Yes.
So
that's excellent.
I created because this is critical moment, and if white doesn't find really a strong idea, white would be in trouble. And that idea was sacrifice a pawn, just c5. Very strong move. After c5, d takes c5, rook f5. I mean, the position is very complicated. Indeed. And Arne, I analyzed this position with engine, and it's so complicated, really. And at the end, as usual, engine writes 0, 0, 0, 0 after so many complications.
Yeah. So it's it can go either way like this. Yeah, it looks very sharp.
It's very sharp, really very, very sharp. And but white must find this idea. Okay,
difficult,
c5. It's not easy. It's not easy. And during the game, I was thinking if she would go, to c. I mean, she would find or not. And she was thinking. Yes, because this is obvious that this is critical, moment.
Yeah.
And Filipa was thinking, and she couldn't find. I mean, she was thinking and she couldn't find. And after the game, when we were speaking,
You
I
mentioned
told
this.
her, yes, I mentioned that c5 is the only, in my opinion, only way, and the engine also proves that yes, this is the only way to keep the balance. And she made a very big mistake. I mean, she played king g2.
Okay, yeah. That looks touchy because of course the bishop is already pointing in that direction, and yeah. That looks touchy.
Exactly. After king g2, she told me after the game that she wanted to play after king g2, maybe rook f5. She just didn't notice yet that after rook e5, I just can't take.
Oh no, you're right.
Yes.
I didn't even think about this. Yeah, of course.
Yes. But after king g2, okay, I played knight f6, and white is already in big trouble.
Good, yeah.
In big trouble because I want to play queen g6, and e4 is just falling.
That is not stoppable, right?
Yes, it's not stoppable. Yeah. It's not stoppable because now just what to do against queen g6. There is nothing already. Also, engine says that it's already big advantage for black.
Yeah,
just king g2. For example, king g2. I am doing this mark already, even not mistake, but it's blunder. Yeah. It's really blunder because after knight f6, it's the position is just. I mean, it's even lost, we can say.
But she was still fighting on for a long time. She was fighting.
Yes. We played
to the very end.
Exactly. I mean, we played. Okay. After that, my moves were not difficult because I mean, I'm attacking the pawn and I am taking. Of course, in every move I have choice to, for example, to take with the queen or with the knight, but both are good. So it was not so difficult for me. Okay, so but I decided to go to the end game, and then I decided as I teach to my students, when we are material up, we want to exchange pieces. And okay, then yes, I played this rook e8, a little bit tricky move.
Oh yeah.
And why it's tricky? Because she played rook f3, she didn't Filipa didn't recognize that here I have after rook e8 I have a very unpleasant threat, and this threat is I'm taking. And can you find, Arne, the move here?
Oh, also for you at home, please take a short moment to think about what the best move is here.
Increasing advantage. I mean, we have big advantage here because we are pawn up, but we can win another pawn.
It looks so dangerous, the D diagonal. There must be some nice. Okay. So it must be. No, wait, that's not working. No, you cannot take before. Wait, when you take. Oh, you don't have to take with the rook. Okay, so it's knight d2, right?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes,
because
excellent.
You don't have to take back. So of course the rook gets exchanged, but you don't have to take back with the rook. This is what I missed for a second. And then you just have a very, very active piece in this area. I think you're not winning a piece, are you? No, but you're having.
I'm not winning a piece. Knight d2 strong move, of course, but I'm winning c4 pawn. So after that, c4 is falling also. Nice. So I am rook e8. Yes, knight f8. This is the key move.
That's the key move.
This is the key move exactly. And after that, I'm winning the second.
Perfect.
Pawn, and it's much easier to win already with 2 extra pawns, right?
Nice.
So Arne, you see that I mean this preparation what has done before the tournament helped me a lot, and that Filipa was not prepared, how this affected on her play.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a very, very nice example. Dear viewers, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking this as much as we are enjoying to show this to you. Next week, we will take a look at another game where the preparation went fantastically well for Lilit. We will see each other soon enough. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye bye. Bye bye.